Hey y'all, Mr. Shea Poulet here. I just came outside, and as long as my meat birds don't fall in this friggin' pond, that's my biggest concern. Is I'm going to come home and they're going to be floating. But I put a little metal 1 inch square hardware cloth, so if they do fall in, they'd be able to get out. I don't know how well the meat birds can swim, but kind of wanted to throw one in just to see, but I have a feeling they'll just sink. The ducks, though, they just jump in. They're still eating the grass. I'm going to take my pitchfork and just throw that over the side and pick some new grass for them. It's only good for a couple days, and then they poop on it too much, and it's just, I don't know. I'm sure they'll still eat it. Well, somebody's bleeding. Got blood. We got blood right there, see it? It's a big duck, that one. At least they know they can just get up there and perch and drink. I don't have no watering problem. That's like 200 gallons right there. And if I did have a watering problem, all you have to do is put a float in here and hook it to your hose. Or if you don't have a hose, guess what? Use a siphon feed system, gravity feed system. You know, there's so many options. You can literally take an actual tote, a garbage can, anything outside here, put a valve on the bottom of it, which is so simple. My son could do that, and hook it up through a little tiny garden hose about 3 feet long to a little float here. The gravity pressure from the water is enough to fill that. That's how I feed all the feeders for these birds. Alright, so here's my system. 600 liter with a 4 splitter on it. And I just ordered a cap off Amazon. This I got at Canadian Tire. And the hose is just a cheap $30 hose that I got from Canadian Tire. And I cut the hose all into a bunch of little hoses. And I bought a whole bunch of little fittings just at Kent's. Didn't buy them at Canadian Tire because they're more expensive. And that's it. This year, if I want more pressure, I just have to add these pallets under here and lift this up more. Be really easy to do. Drain the tank, fill it back up again. Then you got all your gravity pressure. And that just goes to your regular, it's just a bucket like this with a float in it. Super simple design. And that's just a rain catch I got. I got cucumber beetles like you wouldn't believe. So rooster holler, I'm waiting on a solution. What I was thinking is I got a foam cannon. I might just foam cannon my whole garden. And I know by tomorrow, as long as the sprinkler's still on, it should wash all the soap off. But like, look what they're doing to my leaves. There's one right there, 2 of them. Look at those ones. Look at the big patch of them. It's gross. I could just take them all and I squish them all. Freaking, it's gross. They're eating. Look at my leaves. And my cucumbers are all getting eaten to shreds. And they just fly away little. Look at them all. They're everywhere. They're even on my squash. See, there's my squash. But my squash is doing good, so like the leaves are nice and big, so for whatever they're eating, it's not the end of the world. But I mean, like if they freaking multiply. Anyway, never had them that bad before. These squash are doing good. Look at the tails already. Yeah, all these ones here. Can't wait to harvest all the potatoes. It's going to be awesome. Cantaloupe's not doing so good though. Carrots are doing good. Should have thinned them out. I was starting to thin them out, but anyway, whatever I get, I get. Still got some tomatoes growing here randomly too, so I'm just going to let them grow. Like here, I don't want any in the, I need to pick these ones out. These are all tomatoes. I can pick this one. Look at all tomatoes everywhere, it's crazy. And you can plant all those again, like these tomatoes. There's two there. So I'll keep that bigger one. This is how easy it is to weed your garden. I come out here and I do this every day. And yes, there's lots of tomatoes. I don't need them all. There's so many tomatoes that are growing underneath my potatoes right now. Like under here, like look, that's all tomato plants. Like look, you just take handfuls. That's how I was transplanting them. Just literally, look, a whole handful. And they're all rooted. You just grab them by the handfuls. Plant that. And bring those right over here. Those are nice big ones. And all I've been doing is just dig a hole. Dig a hole here. I'll stagger them. I know some are too close, but I don't care. It's literally for chow. Man, I got so many cucumber beetles everywhere that all I can see is them flying. Then I got broccoli still coming up from 2 years ago. Look at the broccoli. I just ripped the broccoli up. That was 2 or 3 years ago. Now where did I throw all that? Over here. Yeah, so you just throw that in there. Don't have to be fancy. Tomatoes take right off. And now I'll go get a couple more because those ones are nice big ones. There's going to be all kinds. All under here is tomatoes. Look, another big one here. Look at all these tomatoes. Some of them are even bigger. I got so many tomatoes, guys, it's like gross. Seriously, I can't even give them all away. It's like a double tomato, that one, but whatever, I don't care. And this one. You can see how simple it is. tomatoes literally grow just like a weed. And there's a nice big tomato plant there. I got tomatoes like little size, that big one over there. And we got all these ones. Alright, well, that's all garbage now. And these ones, I leave them there, they're all going to grow in a big bunch. Alright. So yeah, there's going to be piles and piles and piles of tomatoes underneath the potatoes. And I have tomatoes underneath the potatoes. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Just want to show you the garden real quick.